What's going on, my friends? This is Gamer for Life, and if you've been in the DZ, you've probably run into this build. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you the way that I have the Foundry Bulwark set up, because I've seen a lot of different ways people are running it. They're running it, 4-piece with Pestilence, 3-piece with Pestilence, or AR, and it all comes down to personal preference. So whatever way that you want to run it, definitely run it with your playstyle in mind. So let me just go ahead and show you the way that I have mine set up. So I have a 3-piece Foundry Bulwark, 2-piece Golden Gear, and then I have 1 Sokolov piece, because obviously I'm running it with SMGs. So I wanted to go ahead and use a Sokolov piece to give me that extra 10% SMG damage. And on this piece, I have 15% weapon damage, 16.4% repair skills, which is unfortunate, 5.7% critical hit chance with an 11.6% critical hit damage mod. And the talent is Adrenaline Rush. Whenever you are within 10 meters of an enemy, gain 20% bonus armor for 5 seconds. Stacks up to 3 times. Cooldown 5 seconds. And as you saw in those clips, I almost always had that bonus armor on, and that's big time for what my chest piece has on it, and that is Perfect Intimidate. This is the Hunter Killer Golden Gear named chest piece that you get from killing the new 13 hunters that they put in the game. You have some hunters in New York you have to take out, some hunters in DC you have to take out, and when you take them out, there's cash in the, or not a cash, but there's a gearbox in Haven that you open up, and it gives you one of these. This one actually came from Cassie Mendoza though, because if you already did the hunters, then Cassie Mendoza had the chance to put this in her inventory as well, and this was the one that she was selling this week. And this has 141,000 armor, 10.3% crit damage, 6% weapon handling, and 11.7% critical hit damage mod. Which is why I picked it up, because everything else was rolled pretty decent. Obviously you'd rather have more crit damage and weapon handling than that, but it was rolled good enough to where I could roll off the mod slot. So I changed it from a yellow mod to an offensive mod. And the talent is Perfect Intimidate. While you have bonus armor, amplifies total weapon damage by 40% to enemies within 10 meters. So that's big time. 40% damage. And like I said, I had bonus armor almost all the time with my Adrenaline Rush on my backpack procced. Then we have the knee pads is also Golden Gear. The 2 pieces for Golden Gear, 10% status effect. Obviously the reason we have it is for the 1-piece armor regen. And this one has 153 armor, 6% crit chance, 11% crit damage. And then I have my 3 pieces of the Foundry Bulwark. 2-piece, just going over the talents. A 2-piece is plus 10% total armor. 3-piece is plus 3% armor regen. Now, like I said, it's all personal preference. If you want to run the 4-piece, 4-piece is very nice as well. Whenever you or your shield take damage, 20% of that amount is repaired to both over 15 seconds. And I've seen people taking out 2-3 man teams solo with the 4-piece of this on. So that's pretty nice. But like I said, I'm running the 3-piece. And my gloves has 170 armor with 6.5% weapon handling on it. Also, my holster has 139 armor, 12% crit hit damage. And the mask is 146 armor with 6% crit chance, 9.1% burn resistance. And again, this personal preference. I've seen people using armor on kill. Anytime I can get any kind of burn resistance is always a good thing, especially when you're going into the DZ. So let me go ahead and show my specialization real fast before I show my skills. I'm using a firewall. Now, they did nerf the medkit, and I believe they did confirm that that's a UI glitch even though it does say 200%, they did nerf it down to 150% that you get armor and health over 10 seconds. So I mean, it's still not that bad. Obviously that's not the main reason we have it. You get plus 30% health on kill, plus 20% burn duration. Main reason we have it is for the striker passive talent. The second part, in addition, the striker's shield boosts the damage of the user and all allies behind them based on the number of enemies in front of the shield. So, and you'll see how much when I show you the shield. But first, the other reasons we have that is allies deal plus 10% damage to enemies that are within 10 meters of you. 30% bonus armor during cover to cover moves. Anytime you can get bonus armor is always a good thing. And on armor break, apply burn to enemies within 5 meters. So the firewall is always a good specialization to use. But again, I've seen people using gunner because of the intimidate. When you pop a medkit, it gives you plus 30% bonus armor for 10 seconds. So like I said, all comes down to personal preference, but I'm using firewall. And let's go ahead and show you the shield. The mods that I have on the shield: 8% shield health, 4.4% shield health, and last mod is a 4% damage bonus per enemy. So that ups my damage bonus per enemy with the firewall talent from 7 to 11. That's 11% per enemy that's in front of you. So if there's 2 or 3 players in front of you, you're getting an extra 22 to 33% extra damage on top of the 40% intimidate gives you. And coupled with the weapon that I'm using, okay, I'm gonna get into the Lady Death here in a minute. Let me just go ahead and go over the drone real fast. It's just a defender drone. And the mods that I have on this is 7.2% duration, 5.2% damage reduction, and a 5.8% health mod, because I didn't have anything else to put there. So let me just go ahead and go over this Lady Death. Like I was saying, with the extra damage from what you get from the shield, the 40% you get from intimidate, and then you have the Lady Death. When moving, gain 4 stacks per second or 8 stacks if sprinting, up to 32 stacks total. Each round fired consumes a stack, amplifying damage by 75%. So that actually got a really nice buff because it was 60% and now it is 75% extra amplified damage. Kills grant plus 20% movement speed for 10 seconds. So you're going to be getting the damage bonus from your shield. You're going to be getting the damage bonus from Perfect Intimidate, and then you're getting an additional 75% amplified damage from this. That's why if you've seen in some of those clips, it just absolutely melted them like they had no armor. Well, that's why. It definitely works well together with this build. And my secondary, I have a tactical AUG, which this AUG, if I don't sleep on this gun, because this is actually a really good gun that does a lot of damage. Like, I have 95.4% damage on this with mainly blues on this build. And this has 50% SMG damage, 21% critical hit chance, 10% damage to target out of cover. Which strained, gain 10% critical hit damage for every 0.5 seconds you are firing, stacks up to 5 times. That's why I wanted to try this gun out. And like I said, it was definitely a surprise at how good this gun is in PvE and PvP. And with the strain talent, it has just enough RPM to where it's not taking forever to empty the mag, and it's also not emptying the mag so fast like the Vector, where it empties the mag in a second. So you're actually getting the most that you can out of the strain talent at 725 RPM. Whenever I take somebody's armor down with the Lady Death, maybe they still have a little bit of armor left, I just switch over to the AUG and finish them off. So this build definitely works well together with all the pieces that I have. And go ahead and look at the stats. So I'm hitting for 58.7% crit chance, 106.6% crit damage, 70% headshot damage, and I believe it is the same for my AUG. Yeah, 58.7% crit chance, 106.6% crit damage. Obviously, I could have max crit chance, but I don't justify putting a 6% crit chance mod over an 11.6% crit damage mod when all I need is 1.3% crit chance to max out, right? So, and yeah, that's the build. Like I said, this build definitely goes off of personal preference. I've seen a lot of different ways that people's been running this build, and this is the way that I put mine together. Yeah, if you're running it a different way, leave it down in the comment. Let me know what you're doing. It's always nice to see what how everyone in the community is running their builds. And yeah, this is definitely, I'd have to say, this is definitely the meta right now. If you go into the DZ, for the most part, 90% of the players that you go up against have this build on. And shotguns work well with this build. I mean, there's just a lot of different ways that you can run this build. So yeah, that's all I've got. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, YouTube, take it easy, my friends.